Ahoy, Buccaneers and Buccarinas!
Captain Hearthstone here. And after last week, what with plunder patrols and the ban list coming out, I thought I would take this week be a little more chill.
So, I decided, what's the best thing you can do to prepare yourself for any new format, or any new list, after like a crazy list comes out, or an archetype you want is, just on the horizon. What's the best stuff you can get right now today to prepare yourself? So, let's take a look at Duel Devastator. Probably one of the best products you could possibly have ever. Like, this is, if you wanted to get into competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, this box is the single greatest purchase you could make. I mean, like, just taking a look at it. If you don't know what this is, basically, it's a sealed product that's basically got all these cards confirmed inside. So, like, for instance, you get, you're guaranteed one copy each of all of the Ghost Girls that have come out in the last few years or so, including Ash Blossom, Ghost Belle, Ghost Ogre, just every single one of them. You also get Red Blossom from Underroot. That would be this last right here. On top of all that, you get 30 cards that are very useful to put into your side deck, and 20 cards for your extra deck, including stuff like Trishula and Saryuja. So, it's really, and it comes in a nice little box. You get all the girls on the side and the like. So, it's pretty neat. So I figured we just open this up. This is a nice chill one. I've also got, I should probably, before I continue, I also have a gold Sarcophagus tin, 2019 tin that comes with some pretty fun stuff. So in case you wanted to see something that has like stuff that you have no idea, because I don't have any idea, that'll be something to look forward to in a bit. But I figured might as well just like do this low, cool, chill thing. If I can, if I can actually open this, this might take me a sec. There we go. Okay, bam. And you know it's all good because it's all been sealed. So, alright. So here we go. This is Duel Devastator. So pretty much this is just how it comes every single time. Get this nice little lid. So it's got this big old box thing. The inside's a little bit funky. I guess because they have so much empty space in here. But hey, here's a little... Ooh, that's pretty nice. Actually, this is pretty nice. So it's these field centers. You get like 4 of these. I think they feature the Ghost Girls. But that's pretty nice. That's pretty neat. I actually don't have any field centers for some reason. So this is useful for me. And then, of course, you get everybody's favorite thing, the cardboard divider, where you get to make little funny things out of it. You can make, like, something with legs, or you can make a table for your field centers. You just take your field centers, bam! That's perfect. And then, of course, this is a nice little box. I think it's got this, like, nice little divider. It's actually pretty neat, because this is actually good for, like, dividing things. You can put your cards on each of the 2 sides of the divider, and that's pretty nice. So it's not too bad. I might throw some cards in there. Who knows? It's probably going to be commons, because, I mean, why would you put anything that's not commons in there? But that's pretty much the box right there. And then let's take a look at the actual cards, because that's really more of what we're looking at. And don't worry, in case, you're worried, I have some sleeves here. I've got some Dragon Shield sleeves, and then some, like, nice lime green sleeves for, like, extra deck stuff. This is usually what I use for, like, all my extra deck cards. And then this is more specifically, like, I change up the sleeves based on what deck I'm playing. So if I find something that I'm like, oh, hey, that would go for Plunder Patrol, then these are my sleeves of choice right now. So, but that's pretty much it. Alright, so this is Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Probably the first hand trap, one of the first hand traps, actually, in the entire game. Very useful, very nice. Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, probably one of my personal favorites in the hand trap lineup. Ash Blossom Joyous Spring, Ghost Belle and Haunted Mansion, useful for graveyard effects. More of a recent card, and I'm actually glad I get to get this. And then Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood, the latest one, until Eternity Code comes out in May here, and then we get another one. But this is pretty nice. Okay, and then of course there's Red Blossoms from Underroot in all of her nice shiny glory. Alright, and now we get to some of the extra deck stuff, so I'm gonna set the girls over there for now. But then you get stuff like, this is, you got Allage Justice Catastor. That's a pretty classic synchro monster that was very useful in the early days, back when, you know, synchro summoning was popular and the like, and this is just a classic card right here. Honestly, that's pretty cool. Ooh, you get Brionac, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Another cool card, although it did get an errata. So this is the version of it with the errata. It used to be that you could use this effect to discard any number of cards and then target cards in the field and then bounce them back into the hand. You could use that as many times as you wanted a turn, but now they've limited it to a hard once per turn. So now it's off the ban list at this point. It used to be on the ban list, if you can believe that. Metaphys Horus. That's a pretty nice worm monster. Pretty much gets a different effect based on the non-tuner monster you use, whether it's a normal effect or a pendulum monster. So that's pretty neat. And then Black Rose Dragon, probably one of my favorite cards in general. Definitely my favorite out of the Signer Dragon lot, because I mean, Black Rose Dragon. I mean, what would you say about that? Ooh, Clearwing Fast Dragon. There's a cool card. So this guy is like, you get to, basically, what, he requires a tuner and a non-tuner wind monster, and he's a Pendulum Synchro monster. You basically can target a face-up monster your opponent controls, have a special summon from the extra deck, change its attack to 0, and negate its effects until the end of the turn. And if it gets destroyed, because it's a Pendulum monster, it actually, because it's an extra deck Pendulum monster, you actually can put it into your Pendulum zone instead. Or if you were able to, like, synchro summon, you know, or if you were able to, pendulum summon a monster, most of the extra pendulum monsters are, like, you know, if you could pendulum summon a monster that's, like, level 7, you can special summon this card out from the extra deck that's face up. But since this one's got a nice effect where it can just go into the other zone instead, then it's pretty nice. And the, like, Stardust Spark Dragon. Ooh, that's nice. That's pretty cool. Basically just protects a card on the field once per turn. Could be a nice card. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. Cool new version of the classic Red Dragon Archfiend monster. Love it. Trishula! This is actually, you know what, this guy, I'm gonna sleep this guy. Because you know what, this is actually my first copy of Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Now I know, not exactly the most fancy way of going about it, per se, but I do want to put this guy to sleep, because this guy is super nice, and like I don't think I'm gonna throw him into any of my decks at the moment, just because I don't think I can synchro summon level 9 with 3 materials. But it's a really cool card, and I mean it's classic. It's hard to believe that this thing was banned for a while, and now it's actually down to like 3. I think it's at 3 copies now. Vermilion Dragon Mech. Great if you've got a lot of tuner monsters. And then, ooh, there we go. Got Abyss Dweller. I actually have a copy of this already, so I'm not so crazy about this. But then again, when you know what you're getting, you don't have to worry about it. So it's like Abyss Dweller is pretty nice, so that's really cool. Number 101, Silent Honor Arc, another card that's a very classic Xyz monster. This actually was really popular once upon a time, and yeah, it just kind of still really good in the rank 4 toolbox, but you know. I think there's just been stuff like Castel the Skyblaster Musketeer that ended up taking it over, and just being really good. Tornado Dragon. Probably might run this at some point in Plunder Patrols just for back row removal, because back row removal is great. There's a nice Underclock take right there, jeez. It's so crazy to think that this guy started out as a common and then just got so much play because he was a good generic Link 2 monster that, you know, now he's got like an ultra rare copy. And then land for inches. I don't know. Another nice generic Link 2 monster, I suppose. Not the greatest thing in the world. Gotta say, with the Lightning Shadow, one of the first Link monsters that actually came out back in what I think it was Code of the Duelist, is what it was. So that's a nostalgia trip. And Decode Talker, the first Link monster ever to come out, alongside Link Spider and Honeybot, really, but you know. Also the most impactful one out of that lot. And then I got Decode Talker Extended. This actually is, I think, the first time this has been in the TCG. Basically, its name becomes Decode Talker. It has the same first effect, but then its second effect is that if a monster that it points to is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can make a second attack during each battle phase. It's not, like, crazy strong or anything, and certainly I think Deco Doctor is just a smidge better or something like that, since, you know, he can negate effects. This guy doesn't negate effects, he's just kind of a big target, but, you know, beat sticks are beat sticks. Topologic Bomber Dragon. Oh, rest in peace, Samsara Lotus and Phoenician Cluster Amaryllis. This guy got you banned. More than anything. There we go. Saryuja Skull Dread. Let's get that sleeved up. That's my first copy of Saryuja there. Oh, that's a good card to have. Used in so many different like combo decks and the like. Get a nice little sleeve going there. That's nice. I might actually try this out and Plunder Patrol, because I think that would be useful to have the little draw power. But I don't know how consistently I'd be able to make this. So we'll have to see how that goes out. And that's pretty much it for all the extra deck monsters. Now we get into some of the side decking cards. So stuff like DD Crow, useful in graveyard heavy formats and against graveyard heavy decks. Effect Veiler, that's actually really nice and ultra rare. I like that. That's really nice. Look at that lettering. We got Gate Blocker. Pretty cool card. I think it actually got printed as a secret rare once upon a time, but now it's an ultra rare. And that looks pretty neat. Yeah. Then we got Denko Sekka. Very useful for anything that doesn't have to rely on spells and traps so much. And the inspiration for Sekka's Light, if you can believe that. Anyways, Inspector Border, definitely another cool card to have. Definitely nice to have a reprint of it. Spell Canceller. This is actually a very old card, is surprising. But it's basically like, if you've ever heard of Jinzo, Spell Canceller is the same thing, but just for spells. Artifact Lancia is a ultra rare. I actually have a few common copies, but maybe I'll swap one when I'm out for this ultra rare, because that's just really nice. Vanity's Fiend, inspiration for what? Vanity's Emptiness, that is now on the banned side of the list. Majesty's Fiend, inspiration for nothing, but hey, neither player can activate monster effects. Dinosaur Pankratops, you got limited. I can only run one ultra rare copy. What a shame. Oh, Gamma Seal, I totally forgot he was actually in this. But that's a good card. Kaiju's always good stuff to have. Mind Control, hey, I can replace that common with my ultra rare now. So now that would be nice. You know, I may put that off to the side there. Wave Motion Cannon, I guess if you want to do some burn. Super Poly, always a very good card to have. Book of Eclipse, that's an interesting one. I guess in the event that you end up with a lot of monsters on the field that can be flipped face down, this would be pretty good to shut down a bunch of different effects and the like. So, you know, sleeper card, keep that in mind. Silent Graveyard, what used to be, I believe, Forbidden Graveyard. I think it's because you're not supposed to be able to search this out through a specific card or something like that. So they had to rebrand it Silent Graveyard. So this is the card to work with. Cosmic Cyclone, classic spell trap removal sort of thing. We got Different Dimension Ground. Any monster sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Called by the Grave, another classic card there. I may throw that to the side. Typhoon. Target one face of spell or trap, destroy it, and if your opponent controls 2 or more spell or traps and you control none, you can activate this from your hand. Very useful against stuff like Altergeists, actually, but also very useful in Altergeists. Forbidden Apocrypha. This actually only works on Fusion, Synchro, or Xyz, but you declare a card type, and then any monsters in the card type, if there's 2 or more monsters of that type, between Fusion, Synchro, or Xyz, you make each player send all monsters of that type to the graveyard, so I don't think it ever actually saw play, but it's nice to have an ultra rare copy. Dimensional Barrier, that's another good card to have a copy of. Lost Wind, Heavy Storm Duster, Royal Decree. I'm just kind of sifting through these at this point. You know, Anti-Spell Fragrance, another great card. There can be only one. This is actually probably a card I'm a little sketchy on with Plunder Patrol. Like, if you run a Fiend Heavy variant, then this card could be very dangerous against it. But if you run one that's more like water-based, you might be able to get away with like avoiding this entirely. But I don't think you can summon Blackbeard if you already have a Plunder Patrol monster on board. Because the Plunder Patrol monster is a Fiend monster, and then that prevents... There can be only one to prevent you from having 2 or more. Wiretap, Solemn Strike, hey, I should probably sleeve that. And then Red Reboot, another card, but to 1. So that's pretty much the Duel Devastator set. So let's take a look now at something a little bit more interesting. So this is the Gold Sarcophagus, and this is probably the other best product from 2019. Well, gee, let me just like unwrap this so we can read the back. Alright, so basically, you get 3 mega packs that have 5 additional foil cards. The packs contain a prismatic secret rare, an ultra rare, a super rare, 1 rare, 12 commons. Pretty nice. Comes out of the last few sets in the last year. And then the 5 additional foil cards could be 2 of the between Blue Eyes Alternative, Ultimate Dragon, Magician of Black, Chaos Max, Exodia the Legendary Defender, Palladium Oracle Mana, Red Eyes Alternative Black Dragon, or Neo Kaiser Glider. You get 1 of 3 new cards designed to keep you in the duel, and that easily go in any deck. And then you get 2 of either Obelisk the Tormentor, Slifer the Sky Dragon, Winged Dragon of Ra, Monster Reborn, or Raigeki. So that's pretty much the entire thing in a nutshell. And let's take a look at this. Let's take a look. Ooh! And already we have... It comes in this nice little bundle too. And then you got like everybody's favorite part, the plastic dome thing that fills up the internal gold inlay. Ooh, I know. This is where all the Plunder Patrol booty goes into, okay? Right in there. And this is nothing, so... I'm sure there's been like 12 million pack opening channels, like a bajillion different kinds of product opening, but like I said, we're gonna be a little more chill about all this today, so this will be pretty nice, because I've never actually opened these myself, so, and I'm not just saying that because of the ceiling, I've never actually opened this product before, so Palladium Oracle Mana is basically Dark Magician Girl stats, looks really nice, pretty cool, and it's got original artwork by Kazuki Takahashi himself, the man, the legend, not too bad. Ooh, and we got Red Eyes Alternative Black Dragon, not as good as Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, but, you know, still pretty decent, something or other for Red Eyes decks, I suppose. If it's destroyed by battle, or when an opponent's card effect, you can target a level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster in your graveyard and special summon it. And if it was Red Eyes Black Dragon that was special summoned, its attack becomes doubled. So impressive. Oh, hey, and there we go. We got Winged Dragon of Ra. My personal favorite of the 3 Egyptian god cards, but from the anime, I should say. It just doesn't have the same luster in this, so let's just move right along. Ooh, Slap for the Sky Dragon. Nice. Alright. Everybody's favorite. And now for the grand card behind it. What will it be? It shall be Dimensional Shifter. Yep, that seems about right for my luck. I kind of expected this. This is no surprise. Basically, this is one of 3 cards that was exclusive to the tins, and it's pretty nice, honestly. I was expecting this to kind of show up, honestly, because that's just my luck. But basically, if you have no cards in your hand, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, and until the end of the next turn, any card sent to the graveyard gets banished instead. I can't really run this in Plunder Patrols myself, but, you know, there are decks that can run this. And for those decks, it's pretty useful. Alright, so now for the meat of all this, the 3 mega packs. Alright, so, wow, how about that ban list, right? Pretty crazy stuff, honestly. I kind of gave it some thought, and I think there's like, I do think Sky Strikers are going to be like out of it for the most part, and then Thunder Dragons aren't going to really be much of a thing. Oh, Fandora the Flying Fortress for your Fear Hires, you know, the deck that's totally not pirates, but, you know, it is pirates. Let's see, Galaxy Cleric, and then we got Thunder Dragon Discharge, Link Streamer, Trickstar Delphinium. It's funny that this isn't, it's got the word Fiend in its title, but it's actually still a fairy monster. But I guess Trickstars are Trickstars, so, and Wrestler Capitera. Oh my goodness, it's Revendred Executor. I'm so sorry. I'm having terrible flashbacks to the Vendreds. It's a shame. It's a shame what happened to that deck. Ooh, Thunder Dragonhawk, though, is a nice Prism Secret Rare. Nice. That's pretty good. That's pretty nice. This is shame about Thunder Dragons. Hey, an Ultra Rare Prodicus, though. That's a good pull. That's nice. I like that. And then we got Cyberstalk Dragon. I already have an Ultra Rare copy of this from Soul Fusion. Let's see. Ballista Squad. Trigger a monster, then target a card your opponent controls. Blow it up! Mini Boral Dragon, and then we got Watch Cat, and Parallel Panzer, and Goku Ring Trainer, Dragoon Ecos. But yeah, I kind of gave it some thought, and I think Honestly, I think the Harp Horror hit is actually probably the least impactful. I mean, it's something that's like, yes, it does hurt the consistency of the deck, but I've since seen like a couple of things and given it some thought, and I think it just kind of changes the direction of the deck more than anything. Ooh, Goldfang. Perform the Pal Goldfang. Look at that suave haircut he's got going on. Very nice. Saida, Maverick for Hire. Prompthorn, I think. Prompthorn. Waking the Dragon. Why do I not have this card yet? I feel like I should have had this card, but hey, you know what? Better now than later. You know, this could be another way of cheating out an extra deck monster. My opponent will never see this coming. I throw this into Plunder Patrol deck and they'll be like, oh, the Plunder Patrol cards are the ones to look out for. No, it's Waking the Dragon. Behold the power. Alright, Vendread Nightmare again. R.I.P. Vendreads. Verticular Drum Gun. Oh, hey, DDD Flame Hiking Genghis for all your DDDs. Oh, good for your DDD deck. And then we got... Ah! That feels bad. Nightmare Mermaid in a beautiful Prism Secret Rare. And it is on the banned side of the list. That... Ah, rest in peace, Nightmare Mermaid. Orcists killed you, and you're not coming off for a while. Ooh, wow. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Trap Trick. If I needed stuff for normal traps, if there's some good normal traps to run, Trap Trick. There we go. That's it, baby. Let's see, and then World Legacy Survivor, Zero Extra Link. Truly the best of all extra linking cards. Cyber Dragon Veer, Revenge of the Normal, Predator Blast. I have plenty of Predator Blast. Gatekeeper Spiritualist, and Cupid Volley. I know, we're all thoroughly shocked. Actually, this was pretty good, though, honestly. I think if I had bought this back in the day, when it initially came out, like, Nightmare Mermaid and Trap Trick would have been so good, honestly, but nowadays it's like, I think Trap Trick's the only one that's still worth money, for sure. Anybody want to trade me for Trap Trick? I'll give it to you for every Plunder Patrol and your soul. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll be reasonable. So, okay, Dino Wrestler King T-Rexel. I have so many copies of this, and now I got another one. Crusadia Leonis. Hey, nice. Oh, yes, Paladin of Storm Dragon. And then Contact Gate and Dragoonity Senatus. I already see, like, a glimpse of Hollow. Solitary Sword of Poison. I gotta need to remember what this one does. Oh, it doubles the monster's original attack and defense. Control a monster other than the equipped monster. Yeah, okay, that's right. You gotta control one monster, but then it'll double its stats for as long as you control that monster. Hey, that's a pretty cool. That's a cool super rare. Incantation Bookstone? Not bad. Maybe my ritual deck will be. Oh, dude, nice. Just in time for Salomon Greats to get banned. Okay, that's not true. Salomon Great Mirage Stallion gets banned. But this is a pretty nice, like, follow-up on that. Oh, dude, yes. Vampire Sucker. Honestly, this wouldn't even be for my deck, but this would be for, like, fun story time. Story time with Captain Yugioh. I actually built my girlfriend a zombie deck based around vampires. And this was before, like, Link monsters really came out and before Vampire Sucker was a card. So the fact that I got Vampire Sucker, hey, if you're watching, that's for you. That's for you right there. Alright, and then we got Center Frog, Gravekeeper Supernaturalist, Crusadia Vanguard, Vampire Awakening. Hey, another good vampire card. Special summon one vampire from your deck, but destroy it. Gladiator Beast Dragasis, World Legacy Struggle, and Clock Spar twice. So, there we go. Okay, I may have to sleeve up that Vampire Sucker and that Salomon Great Heat Lethal, but, like, that's pretty good. Let's get a zoom in on that. Let's get that all in focus there. Nice and crisp. Alright. Well, there you go. That's pretty much the general product lineup for what is the Gold Sarcophagus 10 and, of course, Duel Devastator. I don't know if I'll do a whole lot of pack openings on this channel. I may do one with Ignition Assault for the sneak preview. Preview. I'll do it on that Saturday, though, so that way we don't, like, we're not a pack opening channel. Insert famous DZ meme here, so, alright. Anyways, I'm definitely gonna, like, put some of these cards into some sleeves and probably end up running some of these. I'll make a Plunder Patrol like support video. I think is probably my next video, and then I think we'll have time for what is the Ignition Assault sneak preview. So those are my next couple of Yu-Gi-Oh videos for you. Ought to be pretty easy. In the meantime, hope you have a good one. Take it easy, you guys. All right.